Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about the lazy loading in Angular and we will see how it is going to boost the performance and the user experience. As you know, Angular is a very powerful framework for building the dynamic and the responsive web framework, right? But then what happens as and when your application grows, it becomes or it can become slower and resource intense. So that's where this lazy loading concept comes into picture. Okay, so what is basically lazy loading? Lazy loading is nothing but a technique that loads part of your Angular application on demand. Rather than everything is loaded on the starting of the application, we will load certain modules or all the feature modules whenever it is required. Okay, that is what the lazy loading is. And looking at this image, you can see the web browser is requesting our web server, and then initially the index file comes into picture. The app files comes into picture as a response, and then as and when user starts navigating to a different module, the on demand on the specific module which was triggered will be downloaded, and that's called lazy loading. Okay, so how does this lazy loading works? There are three rules that you should remember in order for lazy loading to work properly. Okay, the lazy loading to be configured properly. The first thing is you should have your concept into your feature modules. You should not be having everything in one single module. Okay, it has to be split into features. We will see how you will split into features in the real-time application. And then the second one is you should be grouping the routes under one single parent. Okay, all the feature modules will be eventually routed against one single app module, which is the parent module. Okay, and then the last one is you should not be importing those feature module directly into any other module or directly into the app module. That's the three things that you have to remember. Okay, so in this you can see the products concept, which is a feature module is loaded separately and we use load children. Okay, so this is a separate module which is loaded separately on demand whenever they navigate to a product section. What is the benefit of using this lazy loading? There are two important benefits. One is it delays unnecessary modules to be downloaded during the starting of the application. By doing this, what is the second feature that we get is it will speed up the initial start of the application. Instead of downloading the whole stuff, if we delay a part of stuff later, then the initial boot of the application will be very fast. And I'm going to show you these things now live demo. Come, let's dive in. So this is the project that I'm going to use today for these demos, and this is nothing but the shopping app demo application which is there in the GitHub repository. Now let's do this. Let's go and open the terminal, new terminal, and then in the terminal you should just say ng-build -aot -prod. Okay, this is the production build which is going to show us what kind of files going to be downloaded. Okay, what kind of applications going to be it creates. Okay, now if you look at this in the app module, you can see something called user module and then a bunch of other modules, external modules which is imported. This do not have the product modules or the admin section admin modules directly imported. So like I said, there are three rules. In our case, the first rule is to have the feature module. So we have the admin feature module separately. This is the admin feature module, right? And then for the product, we have separate product module. You can see this product module. Okay, product module, admin module. So first requirement is met, and the second requirement is we should be using all this routing of the product and the admin under one single module. So if you go to the app routing module, the product and the admin is routed against one single parent module. So this route is then inserted into our main app module. So there is only one module on the initial load. Okay, and then the third one is either product module or the admin module is not using the other module inside this. You see this inside the product, admin module is not there. Similarly, inside the admin module, product module is not there. Okay, so that's the criteria. And then by using this on load of this one, your modules will be loaded automatically. Now let's take a look at the demo. So what I'm going to do is I just ran ng-serve -prod, and what it happened to do is it created the build files that is required to project to run, and you can see there are 4 files and there are the lazy chunk files, right? Now the project is running, and all what we are going to do is, this is the app. I'm going to refresh this, and you can see the files which we initially saw, the runtime JS, all these main files, they are all loaded. You do not see something called H0 file, because H0 file is one of the chunk file which is for the product. So I'm going to close this, clear this. When I navigate to the product section, you can see one of the file was downloaded on demand. This file was not downloaded before, and it just downloaded. And when I go to the manage product, which is the admin section, you can see another file coming up here. Let's click this, 815. You can see admin module is down and the product module is downloaded. So these two are on demand, lazily loaded. So this is what the lazy loading. So think of this, if you have so many modules with heavy stuff in it, you can offload this so that not all the files are bundled up as main.js, and then it is not downloaded on one shot. Okay, so the lazy loading is going to help us in improving our performance of the application and boost the user experience. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe my channel, like it, share it, comment it, and never forget to click on the bell icon.